First of all, which home gadget should I get to solve all my ills when I'm at home?
Well, there's really two options at this point. It's the Google Home, which just came out a few weeks ago, and then there's the Amazon Echo and that whole array of Dot devices. They also have the Tap. It really comes down to which ecosystem you're in. If you're on an iPhone ecosystem, you can, tap into both. You can use the Echo with an iPhone, you can use the Google Home with an iPhone. If you have an Android phone, like the new Pixel, you probably want to get the home device from Google, because that really could take advantage of some of the Android functionality, the whole Google ecosystem.
If I was perhaps a bit of a gamer, or even an artist, I was at the Facebook Christmas party playing away with some of the VR, should I be getting into virtual reality? What's already out there that I can purchase this holiday season?
Right, I think VR is super early. Currently the Facebook Oculus Rift, you need to hook it up to a PC. It's this big endeavor. If you're not a big fan into the VR stuff, if you're just a consumer like you and I, or I'll just speak for myself, I wouldn't have one, right? I wouldn't want a big PC. But over time, those things are gonna shrink. You're gonna be able to wear them, buy them off the shelf, fine. But in terms of being a consumer, the HoloLens is a bit of a smaller kit than the Oculus Rift, but Google has their own. It's sort of this fabric headset. It's less than $100. You can connect it to the new Pixel phone. That is where consumers are going to get a VR, AR experience for the time being. I think over the next 2-3 years, we're going to see more advanced VR equipment from other companies appear. We already reported that Apple is working on their own AR, S glasses. So there's a lot to come.
Talking of Apple, they're looking more at VR. They're looking more at the inside of cars. They're focusing on their iPhone. One key product you're writing about that they seem to have taken their eye off the ball on.
Yeah, that's right, the Mac, right? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
We had a big story today about the Mac. I'm sure you read it. And there's a lot of detail in there that the Mac is sort of taking a back seat to iPads, iPhones, Apple Watches, other products. Given that the Mac is only 10% of Apple revenues, while the iPhone and the iPad combined for over 75% of Apple revenues in this 2016 fiscal year that just ended, it makes some sense.
Yeah.
But don't forget that Mac users are a key group of people, professionals, creatives, that really rebounded Apple out of the brink of bankruptcy in the late 1990s. So it's an important market, and people should expect that a company as rich as Apple and resource-filled as Apple should be able to walk and chew gum at the same time. They should be able to get a new iPhone out the door every year. They should be able to get new Macs out the door, but they've been lagging in the Mac department lately, and people are taking notice.
And so not holding our breath for any update to the MacBook anytime soon?
Definitely not now, at the end of this year. They just came out with the new MacBook Pros in November, early November. But they're planning a few new Mac upgrades for across 2017, a new iMac with some new ports and graphics cards, and faster versions of the MacBook Pro that recently came out, as well as the 12-inch MacBook.